In the second part of chi-square test of independence, I will show you how to calculate chi-square if you already have the observed values and expected values organized in tables of observed and expected values. First of all, I will put all cells in a column. First, the data for female, the corresponding data for female in expected values, and the data of males I will put underneath, and the corresponding data of males for the expected values next to each other. According to this formula, first I start from the most inner cell, and this is frequency observed minus expected frequencies. Okay, I have them next to each other, minus expected frequencies, and I will copy this formula of deviations from expected values. As you know, the sum of all deviations, in the case of standard deviations and variance, it was 0, the same here, and this is the reason that we have to square all deviations from the expected values, as we did in the case of standard deviation. So these are the square deviations. Then I will normalize these square deviations with respect to the expected value, and this is every term under this sum. I will calculate by copy this formula, and finally I will add all these values, and this is how easy it was to calculate chi-square, which was 123.65. Hypothesis, we have to make a decision. Is 123 chi-square equals 123 and something else more than the critical chi-square value? How to find the chi-square value? In my review of chi-square, I show you how to calculate the probability density function. In our case, the degree of freedom is number of column minus 1, 2 minus 1 is 1, times number of rows minus 1, and it is 3 minus 1 is 2. So we have 2 degree of freedom. This red line here represents the chi-square in this case. So this is the chi-square, how it looks like. How to calculate the critical chi-square value with Excel? The formula is chi-square inverse. So let's start chi-square dot inverse, at least in Excel 10. And then we have probability to the left of our critical value, which is 0.95. This is 1 minus alpha and 2 degree of freedom. So our chi-square in case of 2 degree of freedom is 5.99. Chi-square test was this cell here, and I will copy the cell. Chi-square test is 123. My conclusion is reject the null hypothesis. There is association between gender and satisfaction of this specific product.